America's 47th biggest city. So this looks to be a sort of somewhat snarky and sarcastic and in-joke filled guide to Ohio's favorite city. Oh, is this the guy? This is the guy that made the infamous Cleveland tourism video? Yes, yes. So a few years ago, I made a couple of shorts called the Hastily Made Cleveland Tourism Videos, and I put them up on YouTube. Clevelanders dug them and passed them around. And apparently other people did so as well, because they each have around 5 million views, and since there are only about 800 people still living in Cleveland, this would indicate that some outsiders must have also watched them. Have you guys seen these? These are very, very funny videos. I'll just post a little clip of it right now.
Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Come and look at both of our buildings. Buy some food that's prepared near the street. Who knows, you might even see this guy.
So that's very cool to have a book by the infamous Cleveland YouTube video guy. The rest of the souvenirs are in this charming little envelope that has a handsome picture of me on it. So we have a sticker here. It says, Cleveland, a very affordable, decent place to live. She says that this is a good artifact that sort of sums up all of the many mediocrity jokes that tend to define Cleveland. She gives me a list of some other YouTube clips I can watch to see some other jokes about the mediocrity of Cleveland. And then we have this other sticker, Cleveland Industry. It's this sort of elaborate illustration depicting Cleveland as a city of endless smokestacks and factories. She talks about how this sticker is kind of the opposite extreme of the first sticker. This sticker portrays the height of industry in Cleveland. Industry is Cleveland's claim to fame and a center for industrialization in America, especially iron. Cleveland also had a great chemical industry and automotive industry, although we have majorly gone downhill since then. She actually has a little note at the end saying that she's worried that she sort of is casting her city in too negative a light, so don't worry about that. I'm sure it's great. She gives me these two little pins from the Great Lakes Brewing Company, the first microbrewery in the state. She says that this pin depicts something called the Mistake on the Lake, and I should look that up. So sure, fine, I'll do that. Urban Dictionary. Mistake by the Lake. The rightfully given nickname to the city of Cleveland, Ohio, because the city is truly one of the biggest mistakes in the world. Not only has Cleveland managed to set a river on fire, but they also haven't won a sports championship since 1948. Jeez Louise, people are pretty mean to Cleveland. And lastly, she has also given me a pin of the Cleveland Guardian. Larger than life Art Deco statues on the Loren Carnegie Bridge, imagined a century ago when Cleveland was the 5th largest city in America. So that's pretty cool. I always like little artifacts commemorating pieces of city infrastructure that are like instantly iconic and recognizable to anybody who's from there, even though it may be a little bit more obscure to folks who are not from there, but of course that is the point of these sorts of things, isn't it? So thank you very much, my friend. What an exciting trip to Cleveland it has been. Alrighty, now we have a box here, which comes to me from my friend from Pennsylvania. I really need to make a tally at some point and see just how many states I've received mail from, because we've got to be getting close to the 50 state mark. I know the drill at this point, you always go for the letter. So this is a letter from my friend Anderson. Hey JJ, I enjoy watching your videos. My favorite video was the one about your money collection. You have inspired me to start my own currency collection, which includes over 30 different countries. Wow, that's impressive. He has actually sent me part of his collection, I see. A 500 Escudos. That's how I think he says that I pronounce it. This is whatever the currency of Portugal was before they joined the euro. His family is from Portugal, so he sent me this Portuguese bill. That's very cool. Thank you, sir. He has also sent me a popular soda from Portugal called Sumol. Sumol. Orange Sumol. That sounds pretty good. I like soda. It is indeed very sweet. So Anderson lives in the Philadelphia area. He is 9 years old, and he has included some local snacks for me. He has sent me some Peeps, the iconic American marshmallow candy. He says that Peeps are made in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. That's pretty cool. I did not know about the origin of Peeps. And then he has sent me some Utz potato chips. I think that's how you say it, UTZ, Utz. He says that these are made in Hanover, Pennsylvania. This is his favorite flavor, sour cream and onion. And then we have some Wawa iced tea. This is a convenience store based in Wawa, Pennsylvania that is experiencing rapid growth throughout Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey. They aren't your basic 7-Eleven. They make a lot of their own products, including this iced tea. Well, that is very cool. I think I received some mail from another Pennsylvanian who was also singing the praises of Wawa some time ago. Oh man, that is even sweeter than the Portuguese soda. Oh yeah, and I gotta try one of these chips as well. Anderson says he wants to see me try all of the foods in the video. The package claims that this is their most popular seasoned chip. It's very good. Sticking my hand into this bag of delicious chips, I feel as happy as this little cartoon girl on the package. I can see why they offer a unconditional money-back guarantee, because I'm sure no one would ever return such delicious chips. So thank you very much, Anderson. Very cool stuff. Very cool to know that I have a viewer as young as 9 years old who is as savvy as you are. Good luck with your money collection. All right, and now we have a parcel from my friend Michael from Greenwich in beautiful upstate New York. I am sending you some things from when my grandmother and grandfather did their honeymoon in Alberta and British Columbia in the 1950s. Wow. Unfortunately, on the 15th of December of 2018, my grandmother passed away. We were clearing out her house and we found these Canadian guides and maps and thought you might enjoy them. Oh man, that's so awesome, Michael. Thank you so much. This is totally the kind of stuff I'd go for. Wow, look at this. Look at all this stuff he sent me. This is awesome. All right. Oh, boy, look at this. The British Columbia Tourist Accommodations Directory from 1958. Good Lord. From the British Columbia Travel Bureau. Oh my God, this is amazing. Look at this. It's got all this information on British Columbia as circa 1958. Man, this is so ancient. I want to treat it with reverence. Comprehensive guide to all of the hippest hotspots of British Columbia in the late 1950s. Man, I wonder if any of these places still exist. We have all these hotels and attractions. Oh, I just saw Cultus Lake Park. I used to go to Cultus Lake Park when I was young, so clearly some of these things are still standing. You must hurry up to get there in time for the celebration of British Columbia's centennial in 1958 as well. We have a little guide to the Trans-Canada Highway, which I guess would have recently been finished. Oh no, it hasn't even been finished yet. When completed, it will provide North American motorists with one of the finest scenic touring routes in the world. Starts in St. John's in Newfoundland and ends in Victoria in British Columbia. Oh, this is great. So it has a summary of all of the different provinces that the Trans-Canadian Highway goes through. And then there's Quebec, I see, only gets a single sentence, and it says, the province of Quebec has not entered into the federal provincial Trans-Canadian Highway Agreement. We have a guide to Calgary, the friendly city of the foothills. Various guide to the racetracks of Ontario. There's a postcard of the Vancouver waterfront. This is incredible. This is like almost unrecognizable from the waterfront today. A little brochure about Niagara Falls. Guide to Ontario's best motels. A map of Saskatchewan. Wow, there's just a ton of stuff. I'm gonna have a lot of fun looking through all of this stuff. That's really cool, Michael. It means a lot to me that you would share some of your grandmother's belongings with me after her passing. That's very cool, and I feel, you know, very honored that you would include me in that. Okie dokie. So, all right, so here is a box from my friend Michael. Geez, a lot of Michaels today. From New Jersey. Hey JJ, I hope you enjoy this package. My area is known as Ashbury Park, New Jersey, a small coastal city in the northernmost part of the region known as the Jersey Shore. Despite what MTV may lead you to believe about the area, the stereotypical Guido population is rather low. In reality, it is a community full of rich history, skilled artisans and craftspeople, and a vibrant local economy. Ooh, and he tells me that President James Garfield was assassinated at the train station there. All right, so let us see what we've got here. Oh ho. Wow, look at this. This is pretty impressive. He has given me an autographed pop figure of Kevin Smith. That is really awesome. So he says that Kevin Smith is a local celebrity who grew up in the nearby Red Bank area. His comic book store, Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, is based in Red Bank and is the primary filming location for AMC's Comic Book Men. Various Kevin Smith related memorabilia like